Welcome to Anatomy in Nutshell. This is Clinical Anatomy Low Volume MCQs Part 3. Question number 1. A person sits on the hard edge of a chair. After some time, the person feels numbness over posterior aspect of lower limb. Name the structure involved. A. Sural nerve. B. Sciatic nerve. C. Ischial bursa. D. Superior gluteal artery. Answer B. Sciatic nerve. Question number 2. 60-year-old male suffered from retroperitoneal tumor. Now he complains of pain over medial aspect of thigh. What is the reason for this? A. Bursitis on medial side. B. Involvement of operator nerve. C. Inflammation of great saphenous vein. D. Spasm of adductor muscle. Answer B. Involvement of operator nerve. The retroperitoneal tumor compresses the operator nerve because the operator nerve arises from the lumbar plexus. It compresses the nerve and produces pain over the medial aspect of thigh. Question number 3. Lurching gait is due to paralysis of which muscles? Gluteus maximus minimus, gluteus medius minimus, gluteus maximus medius, gluteus maximus and piriformis. Answer B option gluteus medius and minimus. If the muscle gets paralysis, it produces lurching gait. Question number 4. 55-year-old female diabetic complains of pain over posterior aspect of ankle following tibial injury. She is unable to do plantar flexion of foot. Involvement of which structure produces these complaints? A. Tibial nerve. B. Tendinoculus. C. Posterior tibial artery. D. Tibialis posterior. Answer B. Tendinoculus. The tendinoculus rupture after following a tibial injury and the patient unable to do plantar flexion of the foot. Involvement of eversion of all the following muscles are involved except A. Peroneus longus, B. Peroneus brevis, C. Tibialis anterior, D. Peroneus tertius. Answer is C. The tibialis anterior. All the other muscles produce eversion of foot, but the tibialis anterior produce inversion of foot. Question number 6. Popliteus muscle. A. Intracapsular origin. B. Initiates flexion of knee by locking of knee. C. Pulls medial meniscus backwards at the beginning of flexion. D. Innervated by peroneal nerve. Answer A. It's an intracapsular origin. In the B option, it produces unlocking of the knee. In the C option, it pulls the lateral meniscus backward at the beginning of the flexion. The D option is wrong because it's innervated by tibial nerve. Question number 7. The morphology of tibial collateral ligament. A. Adductor longus. B. Biceps femoris. C. Semitendinosus. D. Adductor magnus. Answer D. Adductor magnus. The tibial collateral ligament is morphologically the lower part of the adductor magnus. Question number 8. Following are involved in trochanteric anastomosis except A. Inferior gluteal artery, B. Superior gluteal artery, C. First perforating artery, D. Medial circumflex femoral artery. Answer C. All the other arteries involved in the formation of trochanteric anastomosis except the first perforating artery. Which bone does not take part in the formation of medial longitudinal arch of foot? A. Calcaneum, B. Cuboid, C. Talus, D. Medial cuneiform. Answer is B. Cuboid. It does not take part in the formation of the medial longitudinal arch because it lies on the lateral aspect of the foot. Question number 10. Femoral nerve is not involved in the innervation of sartorius, rectus femoris, vastus medialis and tensor fascia lata. Femoral nerve is the nerve of the anterior compartment of a thigh. It supplies sartorius, rectus femoris and vastus medialis. The answer is D. Tensor fascia lata. Thanks for watching.